Hello, this is Shenoa Woods, and this is my course, EDD 670C. It's actually a hybrid between 670C and D. I taught C in summer, and D is the next course in the sequence that I'll be teaching in fall. So this is the sandbox where I've sort of put a couple of things together as I'm preparing for fall, but haven't launched that course yet. So this is the homepage, and I will start first with showing the rubric that I developed. My students are EDD students. They are all K through 12 teachers, administrators, and they're working on their dissertations for their EDD. So their final for the course this fall is their chapter 2 of their dissertation, and this is the rubric that I created. One of the biggest things that I learned from the lesson about the rubrics was I really tried to focus on what I wrote in the comments to describe how they will be earning the full marks. So for example, I wrote, it's mostly about what is in the paper and not about what is missing. So I tried to pay attention to that language there. We will go into the modules here, and I'll show you that I created a syllabus quiz for them. So instead of taking time, this class is mostly asynchronous. And instead of taking time together to go over the syllabus, I just created a quick syllabus quiz for them. With the new quizzes, you're able to include different kinds of possible responses. And so I just wanted to highlight the most important things that they should be aware of for the course and expectations that I have for the course. I also did create a flip grid here. They should be able to, I have to log in, but they should be able to introduce themselves because they are in cohorts. The students mostly already know each other, but not all of my students from summer will be my students in fall. And so it'll be helpful for me to get to know the students that I don't already know if they do a flip grid introduction. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And one of their assignments is a driver diagram. And I really liked working with my presentation in the studio, Canvas Studio. So this was a presentation that I did for them over summer. And I added the quiz here so that they can
Hello and welcome to
pause that so that they can pick out the key points of what they should be learning from the presentation. So I'll show you some of those questions here. To effectively build a driver diagram, you must start with the aim statement. That is actually false. You can start anywhere when you build your driver diagram.
literature.
And then
what if you're up?
Another question here is your problem of practice must have actual consequences. When you are developing a dissertation in practice and you're describing your problem of practice, yes, it should have real consequences. Sorry about that. So that was the other thing that I learned, and I do think that I will be implementing those the Canvas Studio quizzes. I really like that idea. The other thing that I did here was I imported this dissertation and practice page from the summer course. So now we've learned how to import and export those kinds of things from courses in different sections. So that was an example of how I did that. But those are the things that I learned in this course. I feel a little bit better implementing some ways to engage. And let me show one more thing. We did a discussion here. So I did set up the Q&A, which was part of the example, but then I also set up one of their assignments. I am going to change it to be a discussion board so that not only are they getting a little bit of writing practice, a little bit of reflection, but then they can also get additional peer feedback as well. So that's what I learned from the course. Thank you so much. I think a lot of the topics I will hang on to and use in the future.